Hi, this is Michelle Aiden with Libertas Institute at the Capitol today with our President Connor Boyack to talk about House Bill 221, which deals with children being vaccinated. Can you just tell us a little bit about the bill?
So this is a bill sponsored by Representative Carol Spackman Moss in the House. She's a Democrat, and she's trying to change some of the regulations that do with parents getting exemptions for their children from being vaccinated if they're attending a public school or even a private school. Right now, a parent, when their child goes into school, can get a one-time waiver for a religious exemption if you have some religious disagreement with your child being vaccinated, or a personal exemption, which is very broad. You can just say, no, I don't want this. Right now it's a one-time thing, so you fill out a form, you take it in, and your child is done for the rest of their career, for lack of a better word, in government school or private school. This bill's trying to change that. This says it has to be an annual requirement, so you're paying like a $15 or $25 fee per kid per year. But more egregiously, it's making these parents sit through what we're calling a propaganda video. It's an online education module about the benefits of vaccination from the government's perspective, which of course the problem is that over time the government has always downplayed the legitimate and existing risks of vaccines and just say that they're utopia and they're wonderful and everyone should do it. We think that parents should make a conscientious decision. They have the right to make that decision, and we do not trust the government in providing an unbiased and balanced educational platform that parents can review. There's a lot of literature out there. There's lots of other material that parents can review, including my wife and I when we were deciding. But certainly parents should retain the right, and that right should not be encumbered with all of these fees, the annual requirement, the hassle of going down to the county health department and sitting through a video like this. We just don't think it's the right approach.
Right, are you hearing from a lot of parents that they're concerned about this?
Yeah, I think parents are triggered by what happened in California recently. California became the third state to ban both personal and religious exemptions. Now in California, you're going to be required, if you want to have your children in government school, to be vaccinated, even if you have any objections. And so that becomes a big concern for parents who see a bill such as this one, House Bill 221, and see it as kind of an incremental step towards saying, well, we're not going to ban them quite yet, but we're going to start to impose these barriers and make it harder for you to do. And we just don't think that that's the right approach for the government in this case.
So what would you say to those who might be a little bit worried that their vaccinated children are in the same classroom with others who aren't vaccinated?
Well, one of the awkward things that this bill does is it calls them both an immunization and a vaccination. And an immunization, you're being immunized, but a vaccination, you're just being vaccinated. You're not necessarily being immunized. And so some of the parents have concerns that, well, we don't want these unvaccinated children in our school, in the classroom with our child. We don't think that a parent who says, you know what, I want my child to be vaccinated, we don't think that parent has the right to tell another parent, your child must be vaccinated. Certainly if the parent is concerned about their child's health, they can homeschool the child, or they can take alternative paths to keep their child away if they're medically frail or they have other reasons to do that. But that child's condition or the parent's concern, whether it's founded or not, does not provide a basis to tell all parents, we're now compelling you to do this for your child, especially because there are many medical decisions and implications in being vaccinated and getting a vaccination. There are risks. I myself know many families who have had adverse reactions to vaccines, and that's something that parents need to weigh those risks and decide. One parent should not be able to compel another parent to make that decision for their child.
Great, thank you. For more information or to contact one of your legislators, just click on the link in the description below.